I've used it for like meal planning is so easy. Like just throwing in ingredients and being like, what's the right ratios to make a given amount of this, and it's so easy just to like nobody knows like what ratio goes with what, and you'd have to look at a bunch of recipes and compare because like the odds that you find a recipe that uses the exact ingredients that you want is probably rare, and so then you have to trial and error and all that. But yeah, I found it really helpful for meal planning and meal prepping and stuff like that. It's been a huge time saver in that aspect, but it's honestly like the amount of things that you can do to just plan in your own life is kind of limitless. So it's just a time saver.
Yeah. Honestly, like nutrition and supplements probably been the area where I've used it most as I've gotten more like whole foods based and all that good stuff. Like obviously you gave me a lot of good stuff right away and then and like explained it well, but then like I like to know why I'm eating what I'm eating as well. So like
Mm-hmm.
if I forget like, hey, why am I drinking kefir instead of milk, or like what even is kefir? Like it can give me something with that, and then even just I mean you can get really general with it right away. So I would start with like, okay, here's kind of my protein goal, and I want to have a more whole foods diet, and then I'll also include something like a whole foods diet that like Casey Means, Andrew Huberman would approve of, and it can like pull stuff from what they've been helpful to. And so take what I used to eat or like foods I like, and then has given me like an outline of like foods to try as well as like even like a shopping list and where to shop and yeah, so like aligning with protein goals, and then also I think we've talked about this before, but figuring out like micronutrient deficiencies because like
Mm-hmm.
macro is pretty dialed, but it can be hard to keep track of micros. Like obviously there's great apps for it. Like I know use Chronometer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good one. But it's just like more fluid. Like it has my diet memorized because like that's the other thing too. Like it can remember past conversations. Not all the time, but if you tell it to remember, like, hey, this is what I eat most of the time. Like, please remember this. And then it's like, yeah, if you need, like, what am I missing with this? What do I need to add in? How can this be better to fit with my goals, like training wise and health wise? And so it's been really, yeah, useful in that area. Even like supplements too. Again, maybe not always up to date, but just like figuring out dosages or why am I taking this? Again, it's like we sometimes forget why we're doing what we do. So, it's,
Right.
hey, can you remind me what alpha GPC exactly does, and like, is there things I need to look out for?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nutrition and like health wise overall, it's been very helpful in getting that stuff figured out.